Tyson Carroll, and this is the Skull Space podcast. Fairly original, fairly cool, fairly unprepared. Low budget, no lighting. Does it go without lighting? Check it out. I kind of like it in the dark though. I mean, what does it look like? Alright, play the background. Okay. I don't think that's so quiet. You're like my Jamie. That kind of the background. Yeah, they're like, you ever seen Howard Stern? I used to watch a lot of Howard Stern on my phone. I thought he was very intriguing. He's kind of a dick, but I like being a dick. So yeah, so like so be like one of those guys in Howard Stern. Like I talk most of the time, but I'm gonna ask you questions here and then. I'm just gonna answer from afar, but keep it very minimal because I'm the star of the show and I have a big ego. So I'm a prima donna, and you're like, you're just Eric, and I abuse you, and everyone's online like, leave Eric alone. And I'm like, no, fuck that guy. Like I was an asshole. So yeah, so that's the intro. Yeah, we're today's film is sponsored by Jack Nicholson's performance in The Shining. So, big money coming. What's up, guys? This is the world. This is the place we live in. We live in a world where every goddamn movie is a Marvel or DC or some superhero movie. It seems like the only movies coming out are from 3 franchises. Star Wars, DC, and Marvel. 3 movies. That's the only thing that's coming out anymore. There's like no good movies. Like, what are some of my favorite movies? You know the one with Ben Affleck's brother? What's his name? Ben Affleck's
Casey
brother.
Affleck.
Casey Affleck. What was that movie he won an Oscar for? I think.
I'm not entirely sure.
It's a Boston movie.
Like Moonlight or something.
He puts his kids down. And he's going to get cigarettes and toilet paper.
No, but I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. Okay. Look that up. We're gonna get back to that. So yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. Eric's about to tell me about it because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's just gonna look it up. So yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. I like those really cool
Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester by the Sea. Fucking love that movie. That is a great movie. I hope all of you watch that because it changed my life. Because it's such a beautifully written movie. I love great movies. I love art. Okay, fuck the bullshit. Fuck Fast and Furious 9. Fuck that bullshit. What is that? Transformers. Get your can you guys try? Can you just make it good? I don't want stupid dialogue and all this and just 5 minutes of robot fighting. That's not cool. Visuals cannot carry a movie unless it's Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant, where he got a pity Oscar. Because you remember right before Leonardo DiCaprio got nominated, there was all these games saying, get Leo an Oscar, and he would jump over all the shit, and that was a video game you could play. He got so pitied in an Oscar. But fuck your Oscar, Leonardo DiCaprio, but I love you. Okay, you're a beautiful actor. You're one of my favorite movies, Inception, and my favorite director, Christopher Nolan. You ever want to do a movie, Leo? Shout me out. Dude, my Insta. So yeah. Oh yeah, Manchester's by the Sea is my favorite movie. I looked it up. What was the thing I just asked you right now?
What movie it was?
No, after that.
You didn't ask me anything.
I didn't ask you anything?
No,
Okay,
you
you're
didn't.
fired. You don't really bring much to this. Go pick up a peppermint at the front door and grab a lollipop too. You know, candy and leave. Go fuck yourself. So yeah, what else is living on the world side? We live in a 3 cinematic universe. Who really liked what was that one movie? Not Hugh Jackman. Larry Hugh. You know who Larry Hugh is?
No.
He's the one that played that doctor. That really good doctor movie, drama, television show. Look that up. Look one of the best. House. It's called House.
Oh, that's his name?
Yeah, Larry Hugh, I think. Look up his name first. Or it's Hugh Larry. Either one. Long pause.
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie. There you go. Hugh Laurie. He's one of my favorite actors. He played House so good. I did not like season 7 and 8. I was like, that was alright. He shaved his head and I was like, nah.
That's Hugh Laurie
That's Hugh
for
Laurie.
all the people out there.
That's my guy. I love that guy. He's one of my idols, to be honest. Him, Benedict Cumberbatch, because I love the Sherlock Holmes series. He's one of my idols. I love a lot of British people. I love British people, man. They're fucking great. So a lot of British person don't like John Boyega. Learn how to act. Okay? You overact so hard. What is wrong with you? You got an issue, dude. It's oh, I just got to put the pipe on. He's gotta get show. It's like, dude, learn how to use your accent. Jesus, American accent is not that hard. Just like Henry Cavill, he can't keep an accent, goddammit. Every time I watch those movies, I just hear his choppy ass accent. And I'm like, dude, it does not flow. Learn how to talk. We pay you what, like 40, like you get like $10 million for those movies, even way more probably, and you can't even learn how to do an English accent. Jesus Christ, there you go. And then you couldn't shave your mustache. You couldn't shave your mustache in the freaking movie. You ruined Justice League. You probably absolutely ruined the franchise. You single-handedly ruined the franchise. You douche. I don't care what people say. I don't care if you're sexy. That's not mean you get to be my Superman. Superman's American. Alright? I'll tell you something right now. Superman is American. Stop taking our role. Freaking Tom Hiddleston taking our role. Freaking and the British guy taking our American role, man. What the hell? I mean, when I was just on, we took one of their British roles and played it with an American actor. They lose their minds. No, this is a very racist point of view. This is so Republican. This is what you hear your great grandfather or your great uncle talking about at like the patio. What are you gonna say? Like, yeah, you know what? It's like fair. Like, it's not. I'm not racist. And then you know they're about to say something really racist. Like that's who it perceives racism. It's like, oh, you know, Uncle, I don't think anyone's ever said that and not said something racist. I think that's a fact. And then he proceeds to do it. He didn't listen to me because I'm just a small echo because I'm not old enough to be, respected in the family yet. So, family hierarchies are weird. I think families are weird in general. Like, what a weird ecosystem that, like, monkeys live in. Like, species live in all kinds of, like, patterns of, like, civilization, but we can go to, like, the millions. Like, no animal lives by the millions with each other. Like, it's always small packs. So, for, like, a monkey, that's so weird. We went from, like, this 20-pack tribe of monkeys that stuck together, and then we slowly evolved, and now it's, like, 10,000 per city, or 2 million in California, I think, or more, I don't know, terrible numbers. It's like 2 million people in California. Like, I can see, every time I drive, I see, like, what, 100 people, maybe even way more, depending how far I drive, Like, all these different people, and when we live in these small tribes, like, so weird. Like, I feel like humans don't realize, like, we're still adapting to this new lifestyle. Because people, we had there was a baby boom in the 1940s after World War. Like, that's when a lot of the babies being born because we had a lower population. And it kind of, like, turned off for a long time. So, like, there was a long time where we had rapid growth. And then we're seeing, like, the fallout of that. Like, I was reading some, like, science videos saying, like, the national population is going to even out at some point. But I'm not sure. We still got Catholics and they won't put a fucking condom on. Jesus, wear a condom. Like, why do you care? It's like, I can't. Then, like, don't bang then. Like, why does God care if you put some plastic on you ding-a-ling? I don't care if you put some plastic on your ding-a-ling. I don't think he said, did he have condoms back then? He brought it as like a sheet. He just prayed. It's less of a chance, about 50%. Stop flipping a coin. So, like, yeah, don't do that. So, yeah, family systems are weird. I feel like a lot of our parents grew up not wanting to be with each other. Like, if it was a weird generation, like, it was like the generation of the 1950s was pushing a lot of 70 kids, like, alright, you gotta get married, just wherever you choose. It's like, oh, okay, I guess. So I feel like a lot of people got forced to marry. And a lot of people in this generation realize, like, marriage kind of sucks. Like, the marriage rate has gone down a lot. Like, people really aren't getting married anymore. People are dating for longer. People are, like, weighing out their options. Like, we kind of just threw away this old establishment of, like, getting married really young and having kids. Like, you don't have to do that. You can live your life. Who said you have to have a kid? You don't need a kid. Like, there's 7 billion people. We can fit everyone with 7 billion people can date again. I don't care. It doesn't mean I don't want less people. It doesn't mean just because we fit around Connecticut doesn't mean, like, there's too many people. That's not, like, it's not a rule. Like, I feel like there's too many people. Alright, fuck it. Alright, it's annoying. I feel claustrophobic all the time. Jesus. Like, it's not just people around, it's like fucking people outside. Can't, like, go to McDonald's out 40 fat fuckers in front of me, like, want a Big Mac. I'm like, can I just get a water cup? Jesus Christ. What is going on here? Is it like fat boy crisis? It was like fat boy convention over there. They all ran out of food, so they gotta get some emergency packs down here or something. Gotta get some Happy Meals on the go. Go, go, go. But they're running really slow because they don't work out. So they're all out of breath, and someone had to call the ambulance because of asthma attacks. Yeah. And I was seeing this meme and I thought it was really interesting. It says, like, anybody else remember playing the Wii while your parents argued over getting a divorce? Then never getting it? And I was like, I feel like that happened to so many kids then. I feel like that happened to a lot of kids. That would you work?
Yeah.
When you play the Wii, it's like, bing, 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 fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! So fuck you! Fuck you! What do you mean, fuck you? I hate you! Fuck you, lady, bitch! Then you hear a door slam, and it's like, you try to fucking hit the Wii back again. I'm the ball, I'm trying to leave each other. Remember that little Wii? Because you couldn't stop playing because we were like slowly getting addicted to video games. We had nothing else to do. That's why we stopped reading books. You know what I mean, though? Like, that's so sad. Like, so many people went through that. I think that's why we all realized, like, let's not get married. Fuck that. That shit don't work. I'm just like, hey, I'm just not selling my soul to some bitch. No, or female. We're offensive. But yeah, don't do that. It's so bueno. Like, you know, like, I think you don't have to do what anybody says. I feel like we're coming into a very accepting culture. Like, I feel like the trend of marijuana being legalized kind of coincides with, like, more tolerance towards social issues. With, like, where the Republican versus Democrat issue goes. Like, maybe the Republicans are starting to concede a little more. It doesn't look like it, but it feels like it as far as the policy goes. Like, everyone's kind of going more liberal because that's where we're going. And they're kind of a good, people don't realize, like, the Republicans and all that, they're kind of a good counterbalance to the liberals. I can see the liberals, they go out of line a lot. Like, they go too far sometimes. And the Republicans kind of bring them down to, like, dude, that's bullshit. That's grade A bullshit. And they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, hey, you kind of look stupid if you don't agree with it sometimes. Like, yeah, you need sometimes the Republicans knock them off their high horse so they know, like, where to, like, reestablish and maybe, you know. Like, we killed vaping. At least publicly. Like, people vape, but the whole douche and, like, those, like, sports glasses and the hat backwards thing really killed the vape community, man. Like, it was like, it's so funny, like, cigarettes have been killing people for, like, what, thousands of years now, like, tobacco and all this lung cancer, right? And as soon as this product promising to eliminate or potentially minimize the chances of cancer comes out, and everyone's, like, smoking a cigarette, getting the cancer in, and going, hey, look at this pussy not trying to get cancer. It's like, what, heat up better so it doesn't hurt my lungs, and I'm less likely to get cancer. It's like, fucking gay. That's like, you're fucking gay. And you're like, alright, man, what do you mean? I'm trying to save my health. It's like, people are dicks, man. Like, people, like, we should have let that go. Maybe a lot of people would be like, wouldn't people think it was such a douche thing? I think just one douche started this whole thing when nobody, to be honest, never thought it was a big deal. Like, you ever gave someone, like, who calls vaping douching, actually gave them a vape and they start hitting it? It's like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that way better than smoking. Like, it's just, they're not willing to try it. And, like, most of those people don't even try vaping before they talk shit. Like, I don't think you should be allowed to, like, say, fuck weed unless you smoke weed. You can't be like, I don't think weed's right. It's like, well, have you ever smoked it? No? Then go fuck yourself. Okay? You can't say something without experiencing it. As I say, it's weird, like, with someone like Trump commanding, like, the U.S., it seems like there's this guy that he's the commander-in-chief of the military, and he's never seen, I don't think Trump's ever fired a gun. Like, maybe he's fought 4 times for, like, man shit, but, like, he doesn't know how to kill people. And he doesn't know, he's never, like, lost a buddy. He doesn't know what it's like to lose a friend or be in that situation or under that kind of pressure. Like, he can't relate to these soldiers at all. And he's like, called, I'm not even mad at him about it, but he's called upon to do such a insane task. And there's no, like, parameters. Like, you can't be like, okay, you have to, like, study at this certain school to be the president. And, like, it would be, like, a government-funded thing where, like, the government kind of makes it cheap, so a lot of people want to try it. But you have to get a letter of recommendation, obviously, but try to make it a large board so it's kind of a bias. So you can send these kids to these schools so they can get damn it. Now that I think about it, that would end up being kind of biased because who gets accepted. I think you just have a general degree you have to get in college, so like military history and political science. But also when you say, I always feel like when I say those sides of stuff, like I always have to think like, oh, those books also have bias. Like, all books have bias. You can't say they don't. Like, everyone has an opinion, and it shows. It bleeds on the paper. And some people have a heavier bleeding thing. They're more, like, opinionated, and they're more willing to share it. Like, I remember my 7th grade science teacher, Mr. Blair. He was cool, but, like, he would be like, opened a chapter of the dinosaur book, and he's like, hey, I'm about to read you this, but none of this is true. God exists. And he read through it. I had to, like, keep that in my mind the whole time, so I feel like I missed out a portion of my life of, like, growing myself as a scientist because it kind of, like, hindered my ability to love it a little bit. Like, he kind of took away time of me, like, take advantage of that time in my life to enjoy science. Like, he took that from me. That's why I feel like it's not okay to put religion in high schools and stuff because it kind of takes away from like people with their opinions. It's like it should be all high schools should be opinion free. People should be allowed to believe in anything they want. Should be no like bias. Like health class was super biased. They didn't like show me how to put a condom on, or they didn't show me anything about like contraceptive. Like they kind of go with these quick slides with it. And they're basically like the whole time like, but be abstinent, be abstinent, be abstinent, just drilling it into you. Like, hey, don't have sex. But it's like, I know I shouldn't, but it's really good. I mean, it's great. Like people can be addicted to it. It's fucking awesome. You know what? Like, I don't care if God says it's immoral, man. If I do it for the wrong reasons, it's fucking great. And it's like, can you at least show me? It's like, no. It's like, alright, well, I guess I'll get pregnant. And there'll be a lot of babies that grow poor because the young teenagers weren't able to prepare for a baby like most other people can when they get given that advantage. And that's why we see a lot of poor people in society because people like you don't want to believe in the facts and help these people and rather push your own. That's what really pisses me off. If people, when they push their opinion and it hurts people, you're a dick. Like people say, oh, vaccines are bad for you. Like imagine how many parents you accidentally convinced and their babies die because you're an asshole. That shit pisses me off. Like I know I'm supposed to say like everyone's allowed to have their opinion, but it seems like way out of line and like it's like that should be something like that should be censored. But it's also that's a risky subject too because who gets to choose what gets censored or not? But I don't know, it's just not a decision we have to make right now, but I feel like that's something we should have like national debate halls, you know what I mean? Like where like tons of citizens can create groups that they can send to like go to these conferences about world topics and everyone can kind of get their opinion heard and you can watch like on a channel. It's like, oh, okay, well most Americans are, American people are here. It's like this is where we're feeling. And we just maybe not that system, guys kind of realize it kind of isolates some people because not everyone's gonna want to try. But somehow get unanimous voters to like vote on issues on the spot and get more unbiased governmental issued information on the news instead of CNN and Fox where it's super fucking biased. You kind of just have to pick a side. You know, one side has the wrong facts, the other side does too, or opinions. So it's a tough world trying to develop yourself as an opinionator. Like everyone should try to be unbiased, but it's so hard nowadays. They don't give you a lot of options. Because even when you go on the super liberal ones, they're kind of biased too, and it takes a lot of hard work to really get the information. But I feel like I should be getting it easier. It feels like it should just be an easier process to do. Like it shouldn't be such a hard thing for these people to get this information. It's like so like we founded this whole nation on like freedom and like freedom of speech or hating being oppressed and wanted to become something better than Britain. Now we've evolved in this whole corporate nation where we've developed capitalism for people to become greedy and violent and you know poor people are more likely to commit crimes. But you also have to talk about the fact that it's not their fault. It's the situation they're put into because racism exists. That's why there's a large black poor community. Like it's not their fault. It's like a lot of people push them into that. And now I feel like we're slowly starting to push back that. I feel like a lot of like rappers in the community, like Chance and all that, LeBron, like, or he's not a rapper, he's a basketball player. But he's like, they're pushing money to the communities. Like there's been a lot of black cast rolling that I actually like really love because like we've had all this time, like the last 50 years of film has just been white couple relationships. Now I'm seeing like this dichotomy between like black women and white men and black women and white men and black men and white women. Like it's kind of fresh. Like it's kind of like, yeah, I love that. Like I feel like it's not like them trying to push it on us. It's like them really opening the door for more opportunities for people of different races to step forward. And it makes the movies way more interesting. Honestly, for me, I love it. Like I used to kind of complain about it at first because I feel like we went to this awkward stage where we were like really forcing like black couples, and really they weren't trying too hard and they didn't care or have the information. But it seems like they're starting to gain better writers and better understanding of like incorporating black culture into our American society because we do have a very large black population, and they should be just as respected as every other person on this earth. They should get just the same amount of respect as me. Like people understand, like we're all humans. Like we're all just freaking monkeys. Like we all stopped swinging from a tree one day and kind of got a little bit taller, and got a little bit, a little bit proper, and we, became people with different continents, and we developed different skin tones based on the amount of sunlight we were taking in. So it's like people just don't understand. Like people were more educated. Like we wouldn't have coincidences or instances of racism because like I feel like a lot of racism is dumbfounded. Like it's based on the lack of information, the lack of willing to accept real information. Like you say, like you see smart people, but they would believe in dumb stuff like that because they were so sold on it. They weren't willing to look at other opinions. Like, oh, you're absolutely wrong. I feel I'm so smart that I can't be wrong on this because I've done some research. And it's like your research is wrong though. Look at the real facts, and they won't. So it's very hard. I just been going on about a bunch of different shit. That's why I wanted to do this, man. I didn't script any of this shit out. I was talking from the top of my head. So I always kind of thought it was cool I could do that. Because I remember my whole life people always tell me to shut the fuck up. Jesse, shut the fuck up. Like if I ever became a comedian, like that would definitely be my backstory coming up. I would tell people, it's like, how'd you get so good at comedy? It's like, I don't know. My whole life people were telling me to shut the fuck up, and I was one to prove it wrong. They were always like, Jesse, shut the fuck up. All you do is talk. And I'm like, damn. And I always felt down on it, but I always kind of took that as I would like make other people laugh because other people would kind of like when I talk too much. Like that guy over there. Like I like when that guy talks too much. Sometimes. It's not an everyday thing. Hey, Jamie. Come on.
My name's not Jamie.
Yeah, we're not saying your real name. Your secret.
Okay. Yeah, what's your name?
Richard.
What's your name?
My name's Jesse. Go ahead, no one's gonna know who you are. You're the mystery guy. We're gonna have a black shadow over you every time you speak and the little voice modulator.
Hey, I'm sure I was over Jesse over.
Did you not notice when I went to go fix the TV?
You put your face in it? Okay, we're gonna blur that out. Just
Okay.
some post edit stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, so Joaquin. You know, what do you think about that? What I just said earlier? I don't remember.
What are we talking about?
Oh,
You said a lot.
Did I say a lot? What I was just talking about. God damn it! You made me forget!
You missed.
You just piss me off sometimes, man. Go pick that shit up. That's right. Pick that shit up. I won't fire you today. So I lost my temper. God damn it, Joaquin. God damn it. He's such an asshole. God damn it. He's gonna be fired after this. We'll never see this man again. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It was very fun today, guys. This has been the Skull Space podcast. I'm gonna try to film every Saturday at 7 o'clock. I don't know how consistent I'll be with that. I might change it, depending on, I definitely want my parents to be home when I do it. That's awkward, it's weird. Like, hey, look at this, gonna fucking podcast in garage. Oh my god. And they have an opinion about it, I don't wanna hear that shit. So, you know, yeah, I love my parents. Alright, fuck you. So, yeah, check it out. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll try to put some stuff in the description below. Check out along with the Skull Space podcast Instagram. You say it louder. You're allowed to say something.
Alright, Locker Room
Yeah, you guys
Podcast
are
as
weird.
well. Locker Room Podcast as
Oh
well.
yeah, check out my Locker Room podcast. I do that with me and all my friends. That's a cool little spread we're doing. Locker Room talk, just like the Donald Trump thing. Yeah, it is that you're thinking of. We did it because we thought it was funny. It's not a political show. So yeah, check us out. It was fun talking to you guys. I talk too much. What's going on? It's gonna be black or white. I want it to be. Boom, it's black and white, but it's already been black and white because I already made it black and white. Even though it's not black and white right now, as I'm talking, when you see this, it'll be black and white. Blow your fucking mind, didn't I? Because they recorded in regular, and then you know what? We should actually record it in black and white, but I recorded on Instagram Live. I don't know when I'm gonna post the videos. I'll just post those whenever, as soon as I get available. But if I can get like a rhythm down with it, I'll start like telling like a scheduled date, like oh, I'll release a YouTube video every this time and this day, whatever. But until then, I'm not. So okay, talk to those things.